The Kebbi State Police Command has reinforced security in the Bui district of Arewa local government area following a deadly armed cattle rustling incident that left 33 people dead, marking one of the most devastating attacks in the state in recent months. In a statement issued on Thursday, the Police Public Relations Officer, ASP Bashir Usman, announced our additional personnel and operational assets had been deployed to the affected communities in collaboration with the Nigerian military and other security agencies. The reinforcements aim to restore stability and prevent further violence in the traumatized district. According to the police spokesperson, sustained area domination patrols are ongoing throughout B district and surrounding communities to reassure residents, deter potential attacks, added and establish visible security presence that had been lacking prior to the incident. The command deeply regrets the loss of 33 innocent lives and extends its heartfelt condolences to the families affected and the entire Arewa community. The police statement read, acknowledging the devastating impact of the attack on local populations. Preliminary investigations conducted by the Kebbi State Police Command revealed that suspected Lakurawa militants entered Bui district on February 18th with the primary objective of rustling cattle from local communities. The attackers were believed to have crossed into Kebbi State from Gudu local government area of neighboring Sokoto State. That the cross-border nature of the attack highlights the challenges security forces face in protecting communities when criminal groups operate across state boundaries, exploiting porous borders and jurisdictional gaps to launch raids and retreat to hideouts in neighboring territories. During the attack, residents of multiple communities including Mamunu, Awasaka, Tungan Soho, Makangara, Kanzo, Gorun Naidal, and Danmai Ago mobilized to resist the armed cattle rustlers. In the violent confrontation that ensued between community defenders and heavily armed bandits, 33 persons lost their lives. The police statement did not provide detailed breakdown of casualties between community members and attackers, though sources suggest the dead include both local residents who mobilized to defend their communities and livestock, as well as some of the assailants killed during the confrontation. The deployment of additional security personnel represents an effort to prevent revenge attacks, deter bandits from returning to the area, and provide protection to communities that remain vulnerable despite the attempts at self-defense. Security forces are conducting intelligence gathering operations to identify and track the attackers who escaped after the deadly confrontation. Military sources indicate that both ground troops and air assets have been deployed to conduct surveillance and patrol operations across Arewa local government area and border regions with Sokoto State. The enhanced security posture aims to disrupt bandit movements and prevent regrouping for future attacks. However, our community leaders in affected areas have expressed skepticism about whether temporary security deployments will provide lasting protection. Residents note that previous incidents have followed similar patterns. Attacks occur, security forces deploy temporarily, normalcy appears to return, troops withdraw, and bandits eventually return to resume criminal activities. Local leaders are calling for permanent military and police presence in vulnerable communities rather than reactive deployments following attacks. They argued that sustained security infrastructure, including forward operating bases, regular patrols, and rapid response capabilities are necessary to genuinely protect rural populations. The Lakurawa militant group referenced in police investigations represents one of several organized criminal networks operating across Nigeria's northwest region. These groups engage in cattle rustling, kidnapping for ransom, village raids, extortion, and attacks on security forces, creating humanitarian crises affecting millions of people. Cattle rustling has evolved from traditional pastoral conflicts into organized criminality involving heavily armed groups that steal livestock worth millions of naira, sell them across borders, and use proceeds to fund further criminal operations. The economic impact on communities dependent on livestock is devastating. Security analysts emphasize that military operations alone cannot end cattle rustling and banditry without addressing underlying factors, including poverty, unemployment, proliferation of weapons, weak governance, and lack of economic alternatives in affected regions.